There's a myth floating around today and yesterday.
A myth, Natasha? Tell us more.
That capital will leave Washington, this whole concept of capital flight. The truth is, millionaires would pay more.
Pay more.
Even our youth today appreciate when we talk about the difference between 6, 7 figures.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
For example, if you're making 1.2 million here in Washington, you get that first milli free. Yay! And you're only paying taxes on the 200 grand, about 20,000.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Massachusetts and Minnesota already passed a tax on high earners. And all the terrible predictions that we're hearing about people leaving those states, it didn't happen. In Massachusetts, the number of millionaires increased by over 30%.
Natasha, your information is incorrect. IRS data shows us that from 2022 to 2023, after the state's 4% millionaires tax was enacted, that Massachusetts saw nearly 30,000 more people leave than move in, resulting in a net loss of $4.2 billion in adjusted gross income. $4.2 billion lost, Natasha. That's the opposite of what you said.
This is why you've heard us voting down amendment after amendment after amendment.
You sound exhausted, Natasha. Maybe this job is too demanding for you. By the way, what were those amendments you voted down, Natasha? One of them would have required a vote of the people to make an income tax constitutional. That's a strange vote to take for someone who talks about democracy a lot. Another amendment would have addressed the massive marriage penalty for married couples with your tax. Unfortunately, many couples will have to get divorced to pay less taxes, thanks to you, Natasha. And then you doubled down by making it impossible for the people to challenge the bill through referendum. None of these seem like good ideas, Natasha. Maybe you're not cut out for this kind of work.
In the years after passage, leaving a million here, a million there.
What?
A million here, a million there.
Natasha, what are you doing? How old are you? These are serious issues that will affect millions of people's lives. You act like some junior high girl taunting the other basketball team. Stop it. It requires responsible adult attitudes. So what are you doing?
Amendment after amendment after amendment.
Okay, Natasha, you actually weren't wrong. Yes, you did discover a myth related to the millionaire's tax. Unfortunately for Washington State, the myth seems to be coming from Natasha Hill. You said capital flight was a myth. Let's take a look, shall we? Congratulations, Natasha. You have earned your place in the Spokane Hall of Shame. Shame on you.